Hi everyone, my name is Janine, and thank you so much for joining me for the fourth and final edition of this elemental series. So today we are here to embody the many qualities of the element of fire. So fire is here to teach us of our determination, our willpower, our perseverance, our passion. It also strongly works with our digestive energy because fire is associated with our solar plexus chakra. So here in the abdomen. So through this practice, of course, we're going to be stoking this fire within by building some heat and working with the core. So doing lots of core exercises. We'll be doing some twists as well because that works strongly with our digestive system. And through this practice, I really encourage you to maybe bring in some ideas that you've been ruminating on lately. And you can allow this practice, this stoking of these fires, these ideas, this passion, to put those ideas into action. So working with this fire element, we're working with Agni, which in Sanskrit translates to fire. And Agni is seen as a force for transformation, for vitality, for growth, and not just physical, but mental and spiritually as well. So maybe thinking about what fire represents for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we will begin on our backs. So go ahead and make your way onto your back, laying down on top of your mat. And once you found yourself on your back, bending your knees, letting your feet be flat to the mat, we will begin here by just checking in with ourselves, with where we're at today, and how we're feeling. And as we do so, just beginning to consciously breathe, taking a few inhales and exhales to land in this space. And while you breathe, perhaps bringing to mind that idea or thought that perhaps has been on your mind. Maybe it's been something you've been thinking about for quite a while, or perhaps it's brand new, or maybe you're not sure yet, and that's okay. But no matter what, maybe the energy that you will build within throughout this practice will help to fuel that idea as you move forward. So taking one more big round of breath in through the nose, maybe out through the mouth. Go ahead and just hug your knees into your chest here and just rock side to side for a moment. Just beginning to feel out the lumbar spine, massaging your hips and your lower back here. And we'll come back to center, and on your inhale, just bringing your legs so they're about 45 degrees. And we'll just go ahead and drop our knees over to the left-hand side, coming into a twist. So opening up your right arm and maybe looking over towards it, maybe bringing your left hand to your knee. Just beginning this practice with a gentle twist. Taking a big breath in here and out. On your inhale, let's bring it back to center. From here, just go ahead and hug into your knees, curling yourself up into a little ball, coming into almost like a little crunch, and just hugging yourself nice and tight here for just a moment. On your next exhale, releasing that. And we'll go ahead and drop our knees over to our right hand side this time, opening up our left hand And twisting, maybe your gaze looks over towards your left-hand side. Maybe your right hand finds your knee. Just allowing gravity to pull you down towards the earth. Taking a breath here, just gently beginning our practice today. So we will start to speed things up. So inhale as you come back to center. And exhale to bring your knees to the mat. We're just going to begin to rock and roll ourselves up. So just taking a few rounds here as you rock your spine forward and back, just massaging your spine. About 2 or 3 rounds. And on your next round, we're going to bring ourselves all the way up into a boat pose. So keeping your feet at a 45-degree angle here. Once again, maybe your hands are behind your shins or your thighs, that is. Or maybe you'd like to bring them out in front of you. So just holding here, beginning with some core strength. So feeling into the core, the obliques. Breathing into this. If this is too much, you can always bring your feet down onto the earth, but try to keep yourself on this angle so you have this strength building in our center line. So 2 more rounds of breath. And exhale to release as you bring your feet out in front of you, and we'll just round everything forward, coming into a little ball. Taking a round of breath here. And we'll roll ourselves up. We're going to come right back into that boat pose. So extending your legs out in front of you, maybe bringing your palms so they're face up. So from here, we're going to just get into a little boat crunches. So maybe bringing your hands into a fist in front of you. And we'll just begin to bring our hands over to one side. Breathing in as we come to the center and breathing out as we go to the other side. So moving like this a few times. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. So moving on your own time. We'll do this about 5 times. So really feel yourself building that heat in the core. 3 more. And we'll release. So bringing ourselves forward, bringing our soles of the feet together as we come forward into a butterfly. From here, just fold down. Getting into a little bit of a hip opener and stretch here. Maybe using your elbows to push your knees out either direction. 1 big breath. And on your inhale, rolling yourself up. We'll sweep our hands up and overhead. From here, we're going to twist over to our left-hand side, bringing our right hand to our knee and our left hand back behind us, twisting open. Breathing here. As you inhale, coming back to center, lifting your hands up, and exhale to twist over to the other side. Inhale to grow long in the spine, and exhale to twist. 1 round of breath here. On your inhale, coming back to center, lifting your hands up, and exhale, bringing them down to heart center. From here, let's just take our hands to help our knees, bringing them in towards each other. We'll cross our legs and roll forward onto our hands and knees, setting yourself up for tabletop. So just 1 round of cat and cow here, dropping your belly, lift the gaze on your inhale, and exhale to round everything forward, tucking your chin to your chest. So inhale, neutral spine. We're going to go ahead and kick our left leg back out behind us, bending at the knee here. So feel this connection with your core. Once again, hug your belly into your spine, flex in your foot here. And on your exhale, we're going to round everything forward, coming into that cat-like shape, bringing your chin towards your knee. Inhale to stretch it back out, kicking up, and exhale to round. Doing this a couple more times, following your breath. So inhale to come out, And exhale to round. 2 more. Next time you have your foot up, we're going to release it down to meet your right, tuck your toes, and push yourself up into your downward facing dog. Just taking a couple rounds here to walk out your dog, so feeling length into the back of the hamstrings. Pushing equally into your hands here, dropping your head so it's nice and heavy. And we're going to roll ourselves forward into a plank pose. So holding here for just a few rounds of breath. Again, feeling that connection in your core. So hugging your belly into your spine, pushing equally into your hands, pushing away with your heels. And exhale to lower yourself to the mat, maybe coming into a chaturanga here. Inhale to upward dog or low cobra. And exhale, push it back to your downward facing dog. All right, from here, lower the knees. Find yourself in your tabletop once again. Find your foundation. And then go ahead and kick your right leg back, bending at the knee. We're going to come into those little crunches once again. So exhale to round forward, bringing your knee towards your nose. Inhaling as you kick it back. Flex your foot. Exhale to round. Inhale to kick it back. Follow your breath. One more wherever you are. Next time you've kicked it back, we're going to lower our right knee to meet our left. So go ahead and walk your hands forward. We're going to plant our forearms onto the earth and just step our feet back. So we're in a forearm plank here. So just taking a full round of breath, feeling the connection, feeling the stability in your core, pushing into your elbows, feeling the strength you're building in your shoulders. So from here, we're just going to get into a little bit of side crunches. So on your exhale, go ahead and turn all your toes to the left-hand side. We're going to drop our hips down over towards the mat. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale to drop it over to the other side. Inhale to come center and drop it over. So follow your breath like this a few rounds. 3 more. Really feel that connection with the core. And come back to center, walking your feet forward, dropping your head towards the mat. We're coming into dolphin pose. So staying on your forearms here. Very similar to a downward facing dog, but we're staying on our forearms. So keep your knees as bent as you need to. Taking a full round of breath. And on your exhale, rolling forward, we're going to drop everything down onto the mat, lifting up into your Sphinx pose. So staying here for 3 rounds of breath, just slowing down the heartbeat for just a moment. On your next exhale, go ahead and look over your left shoulder towards the left corner of your mat. Inhale to center. Exhale to look over your right shoulder to the right corner of your mat. Inhale to center. Couple more times like that. From here, let's stack both of our hands onto one another, widening our elbows just so we can lower ourselves down. Taking a moment here to rock out the hips, just giving your lower back a little bit of love. And go ahead and push yourself up, bringing your hands underneath your shoulder. We're going to get right back up into our downward facing dog. One big breath. And inhale to lift your right foot up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale as you round yourself forward, bringing your knee towards your nose in a high plank. Exhale to lift it up, three-legged dog. Exhale to round forward, this time stepping in between your hands, coming into a high lunge. Maybe your hands raise up towards the sky. Taking a full round of breath here, feeling your stability, pushing equally into both feet. Exhale to open up, twisting towards the left, looking back at your left hand. We're going to drop our left hand towards our thigh, reaching our right hand up towards the sky like a mini exalted high twist or high lunge. And we're going to cartwheel our hands down towards the mat, planting that left hand and opening up with the right, coming into an easy twist. Taking a big breath here. And exhale to bring your right hand on the outer edge of your right foot and go ahead and step it up into a forward fold. Taking a moment here, maybe swaying the torso side to side. And inhale, go ahead and halfway lift with a flat back. Maybe your hands find your shins. And exhale to fold. Inhale to lift everything up, upward salute. Your hands touch overhead. And exhale to heart center. All right, a mini flow, however feels good to you. Just follow your breath. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to a plank. Hold here, one round of breath. Exhale, maybe chaturanga. Find the earth. Inhale, upward dog or mini cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's get into our second side. So go ahead and lift your left leg up towards the sky. One round of breath here. And exhale to crunch forward, rolling into a plank, bringing your knee towards your nose. Inhale, tripod down dog. And exhale, round it forward, step it between your hands, coming into a high lunge. Hands to the sky. Taking a full round of breath here. Relax your shoulder blades back behind you, pushing out of that back heel. On your next exhale, go ahead and twist open to the right, bringing your right arm back behind you. Maybe your gaze follows. One full round of breath. And dropping your right hand towards that right thigh, reaching your left arm up towards the sky, exaltic high lunge. One round of breath here. And exhale to cartwheel your hands towards the top of the mat, planting your right hand and opening it up into an easy twist. Maybe your gaze follows. Taking a full round of breath here, feel that opening in the chest. And exhale to release, bringing your left hand to meet your right. We're going to step it forward this time, lifting ourselves up into a chair pose. So full engagement here, hug that belly into your chest. Drop it low in a squat. Make sure your shoulder heads aren't creeping too high up towards the ear. One more big breath. And exhale to release, folding it forward. Taking a full round of breath here. And you can slowly begin to roll yourself up towards the standing position in your Tadasana. Maybe bringing your hand over your heart and just feeling your heartbeat here. Just checking in with yourself. Feeling that energy that's moving through your body. That fire that we've built, that Agni that we've built inside. You are alive. One more final flow. So whatever your body is calling, maybe a little vinyasa, or if you would like to make yourself just straight onto the ground and meet us in a child's pose, you are more than welcome. When you're ready, following your breath, we'll inhale to reach our hands up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, plank pose. Inhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog on your exhale. One round of breath here in your final down dog. Breathe it out through the mouth. Go ahead and lower your knees towards the earth. Maybe your knees go as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Drop your hips to your heels and find yourself in your balasana child's pose. So just take a moment here to let yourself begin to cool down after all that heat we've created, all that strong energy and that power that you've used throughout this practice. So what kind of qualities have you cultivated for yourself throughout this practice? What are some of these fiery qualities that you have felt come into your practice? Do you feel this idea forming and the inspiration to put this idea into action? Go ahead and begin to push yourself back up to a seat, taking your time. Maybe sitting onto your heels, or if you would like to come into a cross-legged seat, you can do that too in Sukhasana. So before we really close our practice and cool things down, I would love to introduce to you a breathing technique. So this is breath of fire. So we will activate our core one last time through a new breathing exercise. So if you haven't done this breathing exercise before, it is similar to a panting dog. So it's passive inhales and rapid exhales. So it kind of sounds like this. And there's a pumping motion that's going on in your belly, in your core. So using this abdomen, this solar plexus to really push that exhale out. So we'll do this for about 30 seconds or so. So don't worry if you don't get it right away. Just try to focus on exhaling, so pushing that air out. And no matter what, that inhale is going to come. So if it feels comfortable for you, maybe close down the eyes, bring your hands on top of your belly if you would like to feel this pumping motion going on in your belly, or perhaps finding your hands on your knees. So wherever you are, let's take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll begin. We're halfway there, keep going. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to your natural rhythm of breath. Deeply inhale and exhale. And just stay here, observe for a few rounds of breath, for a few beats. Observing any shifts, any changes that this new prana has created for you. Breath of fire is a great detoxifier. It's great for the digestive system. It's also very grounding as well as activating. Go ahead and blink your eyes open if you have them closed. And from here, let's go ahead and make our way onto our backs. So after such an active and fiery practice, it's good to really slow things down. So we're gonna end where we began. So hug your knees into your chest here, just rock it out for a moment. So we'll come into one final twist before we get into our Shavasana. So go ahead and maybe cross your right knee this time, your right leg over your left, and then let everything fall over to your left-hand side, stretching your right arm nice and wide. Maybe your gaze looks over towards your right hand. Just taking a few rounds of breath here to, again, just slow things down. So twists are so good for our digestive system because they are gently massaging our internal organs, helping to reduce bloating, inflammation, to stimulate them for that digestion. So really great to do at the beginning or the end of a practice, the beginning or the end of a day. Go ahead and bring everything back to center, uncrossing your leg, just rock it out for a moment. And when you're ready, crossing your left leg this time over your right and letting everything fall over to your right hand side. Stretching your left arm nice and wide out towards the left hand side. Maybe your gaze looks over to your left hand, your head falls heavy. A few rounds of breath here. And inhale to bring everything back to center, hugging yourself into that little ball one more time, bringing your head up towards your knees. And exhale to release everything down, finding your Shavasana shape, maybe adjusting things as you need to so you can stay still in this final resting pose for a few rounds, or a few minutes, that is. So maybe stretching your legs out long, maybe letting your hands splay out with your palms facing up. Or maybe your hands want to find your belly or somewhere else on the body that feels good to you. Let's take a big breath in through the nose and let it out with a sigh on your exhale. Let it go. Let that warmth and that heat that you've created, that buzzing energy from all that core work, allow you to now fully melt into the earth, allowing you to let go into this Shavasana shape. Fully relax. Cultivating this radiance, this glow, this gentle warmth that fire is here for us. It's here to teach us. Let that just illuminate you. Beginning to wake your body back up and come back into this space. So moving yourself slowly, however feels good. Rolling the ankles out, rolling the fingers, maybe rocking your head side to side. When you're ready, bending at the knees so your soles of the feet are flat on the mat. And just hugging yourself into that little ball shape once again, rocking side to side. And then finding yourself in a seat, however you'd like to get there. Maybe rocking up and down like we did at the beginning of practice, or simply rolling over into a fetal position and pushing yourself up. Maybe keeping the eyes closed down for just a moment. Let's bring our hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Taking this time to thank yourself for carving out this time for you to embody these many qualities of fire, for pushing yourself with perseverance through any difficult exercises, and perhaps letting this fuel from this practice spark these ideas and these passions, and let that fuel you into action. So thank you and namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this elemental series. This journey has been really fun for me to put together, and it's been a great way for me to really embody some of these qualities for myself. So I hope that you have found some benefits as well, and that this practice has helped to surge you into action in whatever that means for you. So just like all of our other elemental series, I do encourage you for this coming week or the remainder of your day to do something else that embodies this element of fire. So maybe that is literally having a fire. Maybe you have the ability to have a little campfire outside, or maybe you have a sauna nearby where you can really embody and feel the heat of a fire. Or perhaps that is really just taking notice to your passion projects and what it is that you do want to put into action. So whatever that is, I would love to hear. So please leave me a comment below. And if you haven't already subscribed, then I'd really appreciate if you did. But thanks again for practicing with me, and I will see you in the next one.